Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob, and I'll be your game master for the End of the World RPG. We've got Andrew and CJ and Stefano back with us for episode 2, and I just realized that I titled this episode 1 again, so apologies, I just changed it. I just changed it in the YouTube, in the editor there, so it's changed. It's officially episode 2. We are here.
Session 1 after session 0.
Well, with these newer RPGs we've been doing, we didn't actually do a full session 0 because the rules are pretty straightforward, easy to get going. Last episode, which you could check out, is already on the playlist, and it's I think it's actually the last video under live streams. Check in the YouTube tabs there. You can see our episode 1 where we did go through character creation. We did create our characters, and oh boy, they are so crazy, these characters that we created. Wouldn't you agree?
Super powerful. I
So
min-maxed.
powerful, yeah.
Yeah, CJ min-maxed. Stefano went all roleplay. Fantasy completely for Stefano, right?
Yeah. I just clicked things, and whatever I clicked, that's what I went with.
His art degree actually means something in the game, so it's actually high fantasy even.
Right.
Yeah. But we're back, and we're going to jump back into the scenario. We'll do a quick recap in a minute. But one of the things I was thinking over the week was that although yes, we're creating our own characters, our own selves here, and you've been on the channel many times. All of you have been on numerous one shots, campaigns. The big one was the first one, Icewind Dale, Realm of the Frostmaiden. That was the first full campaign we did here, and you were all part of it. So I feel like the audience kind of knows you, but we've had a lot of people jump on the channel since Icewind Dale has gone off the air. And so they might not know you as well. So I thought maybe we'd ask a couple of questions, things like that to start. This is all my idea. I got this idea about a year ago. We were playing Tomoe-chan. Yeah, it was just completely it came naturally to me that we should do this. Wouldn't you say, CJ? You were part of that game.
Yeah, I was part of that game. That's a really good idea.
It's like an icebreaker question.
A little icebreaker question to get to know the players and their characters, and it's a good idea. I'm glad that you came up with that.
Me too. I'm glad I thought of it. And Andrew actually might have planted the kernel, but
because he was in that too.
Yeah, I took it and ran with it. So my question to you all today is, what's your favorite apocalypse scenario, movie, book, anything to do with the end of the world? There's so many vast examples you could give, because even in this series of the End of the World RPG, which we're playing the Revolt of the Machines, there are 3 other books that have so many other ideas: The Wrath of the Gods, Zombie Apocalypse, Alien Invasion I've got behind me. I have all the books, but I'll start it off, because for me, I think one of the reasons why I even love choosing this is I'm just a big fan of the Terminator series, Terminator 1 and 2 especially, obviously. The newer ones are just schlock, but the first 2, I mean, the amount of thought-provoking, philosophical questions that come out of those action movies is amazing. I love them. Big fan of the first 2 Terminators. So that's one of the reasons I was like, I really want to do a machines one. But what about you all? Is there one that you go to, your favorite go-to end of the world scenario?
I have one. It's not maybe it's not my favorite end of the world scenario. There's lots of different ones to choose from. But when I was a wee kid, I got The Day of the Triffids by John Wickham, the book, randomly given to me at school. And if you're not familiar with The Day of the Triffids, it was written in, I think, 1951. And it's about, there's a meteor, and it makes everybody on the Earth blind who looks at it, which is like 99.99% of the population. So everyone goes blind. And this is set kind of in an alternative reality. And it's only different in that there's these plants called triffids that were bred for their oil, but they can whip out and sting you with a stinger from 12 feet away. And so with everybody blind and dying, these plants just take over, because they're actually carnivorous. They'll kind of whip people, sting them, and it's kind of trying to survive as the guy who didn't lose his sight in that event where everyone's blind and these plants just go crazy and start killing everybody.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. What's it called again?
Day of the Triffids, and it's science fiction with an emphasis on logic, you know, and kind of the H.G. Wells mindset.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna find it. How long is it?
It's a short novel. It got me.
Gotcha.
It really got me started on like on science fiction and stuff like that when I was a kid.
That's awesome. Love it. Have you ever heard of that? You?
I've never heard
No.
of that.
Okay. Well, we
thought
do.
I thought it was something to do with like Star Trek tribbles.
The Trouble with
something.
Tribbles.
Yeah. Who's the
Read the book. Don't watch the film. There's like films. They're awful. Just read the book.
As they usually are. Stefano, what about you?
Well, because of the recent series, this is probably a popular answer now, but I was a huge fan of The Last of Us when the game came out.
So it's funny. I had this conversation with some people at work. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't play video games. That's for
Right.
losers. So I don't play video games. But did the game come out like a long time ago, or was it more of a recent game?
I think the game came out in 2014.
Okay, so it's not like a classic like Resident Evil.
No,
Gotcha.
I was actually going between Resident Evil and The Last of Us, but I played The Last of Us through like 3 times. The first one. There's 2. There's The Last of Us 2. I'm specifically talking about the first game. The second game is a pretty controversial one.
Really? So it's
Yeah.
Last of Us TWO, not TOO.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
But yes, the original came out in, actually I just looked it up. It came out in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's relatively new, within a decade.
Yeah. But it just it explored the relationship of the 2 main characters really, really well. And
Gotcha.
it's one of maybe 3 games that I've ever played in my life that made me cry.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay,
Yeah,
so this is high praise here.
There was
Is
also
that-
a moment where I knew what I had to do in the game, and I put the controller down because I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh,
So you play that guy, right? Who's protecting the girl?
Joel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
no,
That's
no
the question,
spoilers.
right?
I want to see
I
the
mean,
series.
It's how you play the game.
It's a tough answer, Andrew.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how do you play yourself in the apocalypse?
Yeah.
CJ, what about you? So Andrew gave a novel, Stefano gave a
novel.
video game, and I was a loser who gave just a straight up movie. What do you got?
Oh God. What other types of media are there?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I really like is board
mime.
games. And
Okay, go ahead.
And one of my you know, I don't know if this is really apocalyptic, but the game Pandemic
Yeah,
is
totally.
kind of an
nice. Yeah.
apocalyptic game.
I'd say so.
Like the spreading and ravaging of diseases. I think that's kind of a very
Oh.
I mean, we all kind of went through something like that very similar recently. But I do like the ones where in a lot of media where it's kind of oblivious is it oblivious ambiguous as to what like is happening, or it's like kind of like Nature's Revenge, like I never saw it, but I'm pretty sure I think the movie like The Happening was like nature taking revenge, or you know, like diseases are kind of like nature taking revenge, or trying to think of like another example of where it's just like The Day After Tomorrow, that kind of thing, where it's just like nature just upends itself, and now all of a sudden we're in this world where
Everything went cold.
Yeah.
And it was global warming.
Yep.
It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, no, it gets hotter.
Well, I think it's
not
just the idea that
colder.
the world is trying to get rid itself of us, the pest or the parasite, right? You know, and
yeah.
doing everything it can to get rid of us in pseudo natural ways. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I see what you mean. That could be. There's not necessarily anything you can do, right? It just that's
Right.
what's happening.
Yeah, it's not zombies, it's not you know, robots, it's not some entity aliens doing something. It's just like the world has done something and out of our control. You can't defeat the you can't, like, all you can do is maybe try and escape the the Earth to another planet.
That's how we all ended up in
That's
space.
how, yeah.
Well, these are all some good ideas. I have some viewing and reading to do now, and board game playing to do now.
Yeah.
Though I have played Pandemic, so
Nice.
that I have done. But okay, so let's jump in here. Let's go into a quick little recap here, because I think all in all we did quite a lot in the last episode. It didn't feel like that much because we only had, I think, with the time that we had for character creation and everything, it ended up feeling like we were jumping in pretty late in the session. But then a ton of stuff happened. So let's recap. First things first, this is a game where you're playing yourself. So everybody that's at home, you're wondering who these people are. Well, you're about to see who they are. All right, CJ's playing CJ. Stefano's Stefano. Andrew's playing, well, Andrew. Just a beefed up version of himself. And we're all here at the Palisades Mall in Nyack, New York. In fact, I'll bring up the map a little later, but we're actually using the Palisades Mall directory map to kind of guide us through the game. The game doesn't necessarily have like the same structure as like D&D or something where you have grid and everything moves a certain number of feet. It's kind of more theater of the mind, but definitely having some sort of structure, I think, helps us with this. And we've all been to this mall personally, right? This is something that's a real mall. It's one of the biggest malls in the country. And we're going to be hosting, in real life, actually, my gaming club, Battle for Salvation, this weekend, coming up, April 22nd and 23rd. We're hosting the Northeast Team Championships for Warhammer 40K. So I thought, let's have the setting be Friday night before the tournament. We're setting up in the mall, getting ready, those community rooms on the 4th floor by the skating rink. We're going to set them all up for Warhammer. And then, since we're setting things up and we've got all the equipment, we're going to have a live stream. And in the story, the three of you, as well as Joey and Dasha, who are all part of that original crew of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, are coming to do a new game, start in person, kick off this new game of Castle Amber, the original D&D game back in the 1980s. And also because the Keep on the Borderlands crew were all busy. But now I'm also realizing that Nate was lying to me. Right, Stefano? You called Nate in the game?
Yeah, he was playing disc.
Yeah. So I was very upset that he lied to me and didn't commit to the game. But you know,
he didn't lie. He was very busy playing disc.
Yeah.
It's not like I asked him to do a commitment of more than like 2 years every week. What's the big deal? Who cares? You just gotta agree to these types of things. Anyway, so yeah, the game started off where we're at the mall. And when you approach the mall, you notice that there were protesters. There's some sort of movie being shot at the mall, which does happen quite often. There's films, there's TV show, all these different things get shot here at the mall because it's one of the bigger malls in the country. And you saw protesters. Protesters were upset because this was going to be a movie that was a parody of Passion of the Christ. And so you had religious zealots outside. You had movie equipment crews and things like that. And you also had, inside the mall, the big Warhammer tournament happening the following day. So a lot of stuff going on in the mall at the moment. You went to the rooms, we gathered, we did our live stream, which, by the way, if you don't know, you can support the channel on Patreon and Ko-fi and Cash App and all these things. Links down in the description. Don't forget to smash the like button because you know what you got to need to do, okay? It's your boy, Bob. Please, help us out here.
Hashtag Tabletop God.
Hashtag Tabletop God.
Tabletop
God.
Tabletop gang. Rise up.
I've also proven to be quite a jerk in this alternate reality. It's been great to play the true me for once on camera. And all of you are thrilled to be a part of the game. But the game's over. There were some things that needed to be. We had questions because Joey and Dasha didn't show up, even though they said that they arrived at the mall. The cell phone service was really bad. The stream was real spotty because it just seemed to be like poor connection all around, especially with people who had Verizon. Funny enough, in real life, in the New York metro area, Verizon had an outage. Did you guys hear about this?
Yeah.
Literally last Monday, right?
Was this?
It was Monday. Yeah,
True.
if you had Verizon.
Yeah, true.
If you had
to-
Verizon, it was SOS, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on? Are we in trouble?"
I had to connect to public Wi-Fi. Ugh.
It was scary. That was like, this is,
This
I was
could
just
be the
playing a game.
apocalypse.
I was just making up a story. I didn't know. But anyway, so the chat, excuse me, the game went on. We played, and Joey and Dasha were missing, and Joey called me finally after all the texts and the missed calls. He finally called me back, and it sounded like there was some sort of loud sounds going on, screaming, some sort of danger nearby. And he told me that he was under attack, that he was in the movie theater of the mall, and he needed help. And right beforehand, he said one last line. He said, "And don't," and then my phone literally blew up right by my ear, blew out my eardrum, my ear lobe, and whatever you call the other parts of your ear, all splattered on the floor. My ears bleeding open. You were able to patch me up as best you can, but I'm really hard of hearing, and you were gonna try to get me out of the mall. We looked at the elevator as a way down, but ultimately, no. The elevator, when you opened it, wanted to close on you, and there were some dead bodies within the elevator. So that kind of freaked everybody out. You went into the hockey rink. The Zamboni turned on, tried to run us over, or at least run Stefano and Andrew over, and
It was so dangerous.
you were able to move more than 3 miles per hour and get away from it. And then, but you did get some hockey sticks. I think, Stefano, you're wearing some armor now, right?
Yeah.
So that'll
have
give you
a-
some physical defense.
I have a helmet and a chest protector.
Perfect. And then as you got towards the middle of the mall, you heard this like droning sound, and it was drones, right? You went over, looked over down below, and you saw in the food court area there were people running for cover, and these like 4 helicopter drones, that you might see at like a Sharper Images, that sort of drone, swooping down and chopping up people, killing people in the mall. That's where we left off. I ran away to the movie theater, and I made some noise as I did it, and the drones were flying up. So we're going to be going into what could be some sort of comment. But yeah. Anything I missed?
No, sounds about right.
No one wanted to take the stairs.
Oh,
No,
I was like, let's take the stairs, but nobody wanted to take them.
I wanted to take the stairs.
I mean,
No,
we wanted to
can't
take the stairs, but I think it seemed like Bobby was adamant about getting to.
He wanted to rescue.
I guess I want to save my
Yeah.
cousin. I don't know why, but
something about being family.
yeah, I don't know. It's
Watched too many of those Fast and Furious movies.
Right.
it's all
It's all
about
about-
family.
Family.
And I realized that in real life, I should lower my empathy level.
Well,
Save ourselves. Let's go.
All right.
here we go. So here's, I guess, the way it's going to play here. We're going to all make a check. I'm going to go into like what would be, I don't want to say combat necessarily. It's not like you roll initiative or anything like that in this game. Basically, what's going to happen is the drone spotted me as I ran across that, as the mall kind of opens up in the center, you can look down through multiple levels. There's that big jungle gym, that the ropes course, that goes up through all the floors. And they spotted me running, so they started to zip up through the ropes course towards the crew. I'm running towards the movie theater, and the rest of you are all kind of in the center area. I'll say that you have a round to act before the drones will be able to get to you. They are faster than it looks I could run, perhaps you could run. But if you had something to do or do something with this round, if even trying to escape, there's a possibility you could. But they're fast, so it might be challenging to get away.
I've been thinking about this all week. I'm going to grab a hockey stick and run to defend you.
Gotcha. That's fine. So Andrew's going to grab the hockey stick that he was given, run right next to me, and
Damn it,
get upside.
Bobby!
I should give you inspiration here for this. I mean, that's such a brave act of heroism there.
I was also gonna do that. If you're giving out inspiration, for
My
doing
character
that.
wouldn't let you get cut down by a drone.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And CJ, are you following suit, or are you doing something different?
Well, I can't let Andrew steal all the glory, so I will follow closely behind Andrew with my hockey stick out and prepared.
Gotcha. Sounds good. And Stefano, what are you doing?
I just yell, strength in numbers, and I just start running after everyone else too. but I don't stop by Bobby. I just keep going, and I'm like, quick to the movie theater.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Everyone's going to make a check to see if they can actually escape from these drones. While I don't want to continue to throw negative dice here for no reason, the checks, I think when the example they gave in there was like when there is some sort of stress or the characters will be under duress, you're going to throw at least a negative die in there. So yeah, if this was just running to the movie theater so you can get there first, no. But since we are running and trying to get away, there's a chance something could happen. Somebody could roll their ankle. They're not running carefully enough or bump into something, fall, trip. So we're going to do a physical check here, a dexterity check. And you're going to give me, starting with one positive.
Vitality.
No, dexterity. Any offensive check is the one on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So it's not the vitality, even
This
if
is,
you...
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to give me a dexterity check, and you're going to give me one negative dice with this. But if you tell me why you'd have some more positive dice or any features or positive features or negative features, let me know and they'll add to the pool.
So I kind of feel it'd be pretty easy to smash up a drone with a hockey stick.
It could be. This is not necessarily to fight. This is right to see if you can actually even get out of sight before they get to you. So
Yeah, and hustle you out of sight.
right, exactly. So
would wiry strength in this instance give me any positivity? I'm moving quickly. I'm small and wiry and nimble and trying to dip, duck, dodge, dive through all of this.
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I get 2 positives, 1 negative.
Yep. And you can roll your dice, CJ. And Andrew,
Okay.
while he's rolling, if you have any other positives or negatives, you can let me know.
No, my positive in this is crack shot, so it doesn't apply.
Gotcha. Stefano, I think you're going to get one for the running, right?
Yeah.
So I get one for being inspirational.
For covering me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right,
Although-
so what is it like?
Although I have to roll as well. So in theory, I could fail. Let me see.
So I get
roll as well.
I get one.
Oh,
Is
at
it
the
one
bottom.
dice you get native,
One dice you get natively, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then you're giving me a negative as well?
Yep.
Okay.
You gotta scroll down there. Yeah.
Oh, I passed,
I got a double pass.
but I
Okay.
get a stress.
So it looks like I'm going to fail. So what's going to happen is
Oh no.
you're all going to run. It looks like everybody passed, correct?
I got
no,
a stress.
failed.
I've added that.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you add any stress that you didn't cancel out, so if the top number doesn't match with any of the bottom numbers, you take a stress, and that would include things like, you're just maybe exhausting yourself, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a wound, right? Or that perhaps while trying to grab me or something, you sprain, I don't know, twist your ankle or something that you're doing is going to just cause some physical stress to you.
So
It doesn't-
let me clear this up. I cleared the stress, or I cleared the negative die, but I didn't pass. I didn't roll under my 2.
So what that means is maybe something narratively like maybe you and
Okay.
I were running together and I tripped and fell and hurt my ankle, and then you stopped to grab me, like you failed because you ended up staying back with me.
Well, you were going so carefully that you got caught.
I was going.
You weren't
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, you were a little too
so
hesitant. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But with Andrew and Stefano, you're able to succeed. So you bolt ahead. Now it's up to you if you want to get out of dodge, if you want to get to like the bend in the. There's like a little turn after you get to past that center part in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
You could maybe just duck around a corner or behind a pillar to get out of sight. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. But CJ and we're stuck out in the hallway.
But the whole point of doing this, I was trying to protect you, so I would stay by you.
Okay. And Stefano, do you want to duck behind like a corner wall or a pillar?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay. All right. So then as I fall, CJ stays to help me. Andrew stays to help me. You duck behind, and the drones, they come up out of the netting of that ropes course, and they start darting towards us. Now we're going to go into combat. The rules say basically that unless you should be surprised, you're going to go first. So you're going to go first. You're ready to go. You have weapons out, things like that, and we're going to go into combat. There is no order in the combat. It's just kind of how you want. Kind of like how we did Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, actually. So whoever would like to go and feels like they would be able to act right away would go now. I'd say, Stefano, maybe you'll wait till the end unless you have something immediate you'd like to do.
Not necessarily.
Okay, so CJ, the drones are coming up as you're helping me off the floor. I kind of twisted my ankle, and they're zipping towards us. I'd say that you're within a movement of them. They just came over the railing, over the ropes course. What do you do?
I mean, I'm gonna. They came over the railing. I'm gonna try and lead them away from you because you're down, and I'm still up. I just had to like stop and like try and catch you, right? Like I stopped,
Yeah.
tried to catch you, look up. The drones are now facing both of us, so I'm gonna leave you, but I'm gonna like take my hockey stick, start banging the ground, and start running away from you. Probably, let's see. Oh, we have a map. Is this the map? Did you bring the map up?
Yeah, I'm bringing the map up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we're
I'm
so
gonna-
we're like somewhere.
Yeah, actually,
we're
there's a
on the
lot of
top
drawing.
floor.
I think you put some drawings on it
Yeah, I
before
drew a lot
the
of this, so
plan.
I can-
Yeah, but let's get rid of those. So we're like right here.
We're
Yeah.
like here, right?
Yeah, so we're over here. So yeah, I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna try and draw their attention. And no, the mall was closed at this point, or
One thing I think I tried to
was-
say in the story last time, I think I explained this. The mall does have an hours, like I think at 9:30 or 10 o'clock is when the mall closes, and we're past that. However, there are restaurants that are open well past that, and so even though the mall's hours are 10, the mall honestly never closes. Like there's really no time in real life that you couldn't like go into the
Okay.
mall. Yeah.
Okay. So then because my question would have been if whether or not like any of these storefronts were open, because I would have tried to duck and hide in a storefront.
You know what? It looks like a lot of them are closed. However, one door is open. I'd say it's just maybe opposite the movie theater, kind of right here. You can see it from a distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna bang my hockey stick on the floor and along the walls, running as fast as I can to try and duck into the store that I see that's open.
As you do your best Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic
Yes.
Park.
Yes. Hey! To get their attention
Yeah.
away from you so that you have time to get up and...
Okay. CJ, just give me a D6.
Okay.
No need to. This is not a test.
4.
Okay. All right. So you run over to the store. It's dark in the whole mall. Lights are off. It's dark. You run over, and the first thing you notice when you go in, because that door, as I said, was open, is that you see. I think you see a young girl, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and she is in the store. She is about 30 feet in what looks like to be there's like racks of various items, and inside there's like a big opening near the register. Register's kind of like in the center of the store, and you see her like kind of peering through one of the racks, and she's not very good at hiding. You see her right away as soon as you get into the door frame.
Okay. I'm like, well, crap. Can we go to someone else for a minute?
Yeah, that'll be the end of your turn. Yeah.
Can we go to
You know what I
someone
want you
else?
to do though, CJ? Because you were trying to distract them, lure them. Can you give me a what's the charisma version in this game? What's it called?
Charisma.
Oh, it's called charisma. Oh, okay.
It's called charisma.
See, I know this game so well. Everybody at home, I'm so well versed in the rules. Okay, you give me a charisma check to see if you can, or I'll let you decide. Maybe you can use logic as well because these are machines. If you'd like to use logic or charisma to try to convince them to follow you instead.
I'll use logic because I'm better at that.
Okay, go for it. You're basically you're tapping, trying to make yourself more of a
Okay.
target. Yeah,
That's a 1.
that's a success, is it not?
Yep, that's a success.
It has to be, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
no
good.
zeros.
So, all right. The drones will see the tapping, your kind of intimidation. You also are the smaller, more frail of all 4 of us, using your wiry strength to intimidate. And
Yeah.
They're going to follow you. They seem to be zipping in your direction rather than towards me and Andrew. But again, Andrew will get to act first. Andrew, it's your turn.
Okay, are you up now or are you still on the floor?
I'm up. CJ, help me up.
Just brief. Just
Okay, so we're gonna... Let me go to the map. We're gonna walk, like, backwards, sideways, towards, towards the movie theater here.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Towards
we're staying in
Stefano.
the hall, right? We're not going into the store
Yeah,
like
yeah.
CJ did.
We're backing off to where Stefano found a safe shelter, and I'm gonna put you behind me, and I'm gonna have my hockey stick up. I'm
Okay.
gonna like hold an action. If they come at me, I'm gonna smash them with a hockey stick. I know
Fair
I
enough.
can't do that in this game, but that's the idea.
Well, actually, so in this game, every time you attack somebody with a melee attack, the opponent actually gets to kind of make that check. It's an opposed check, so they get to make that check too.
Okay, yeah. So I reckon that as the drone comes in, I could pretty easily smash it with a hockey stick. I used to do a lot of badminton when I was a teenager, so I think that should help my hand-eye coordination with the stick.
Look at you trying to get bonus dice wherever you can. Look at this. All right, so yeah, that's fine, and I'll go with you. My turn will be to move as well, and I'll move alongside with you. The drone. Sorry, Stefano, your turn.
From my vantage point, was I able to see CJ run into this store and distract these things?
Totally, yeah.
Did I see the kid?
You were not at the level of the store, so no. If you wanted to go to the store, you'd easily see the kid.
Okay. How many of those things followed him?
There's 4 of them, so they're gonna go after him.
Okay. I'm wondering if I could get the element of surprise since they're not focusing on me and run at one and smack it.
Yeah, you were hidden. Yeah. Why don't you give me a quick dexterity check, see if that would be out of sight. See if you were successful there.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. It's an opposed check, which means I also rolled a success against their dexterity, so we have to roll off to see who wins. This does not incur stress or anything like that. Oh, did you make a success or no?
No.
Okay, so they'll see you as you come out, but they're dumb drones, so we'll see what happens. Go for your attack if you'd like to with your hockey stick.
Okay. Is that also dexterity?
Yeah, it's the offensive stat. Yeah.
All right.
And so they're going to make an attack back, and that's going to be...
Another fail.
Okay, it's a fail. However, you could receive some damage from them if they succeed. And they do. So with a 3, they succeed, and you're going to take 1 point of physical stress as you try to swing with your hockey stick, but they dodge very easily, and then, bam, it just flies right into your face with its whirling buzzer. Like, it's got the blades for the helicopters on the sides. You know, it's got like 4 points on it, 4 helicopter blades. And you've played with drones before. You've at least seen them. They're little plastic toys, but they seem to be like cranking up the speed so much so that it actually can cause some physical damage to you.
even the plastic ones can.
Well, this is going at a faster rate than normal. These things are, so even more so than the little sting you're going to get.
All right.
So you take
I
a point
marked
of
it.
physical damage, exactly. All right, then they go. So the one that you've attacked will stay here and fight you, but the other 3 are going to continue on to CJ. CJ, they're going to spend their turns just zooming up towards the store. It's the end of their turn. Actually, I got to do one against you, Stefano. So it's going to attack you. You can do another attack here.
Okay.
I got a success, 1 success.
Wow, I just rolled 3 4s in a row.
There you go. Does the hockey stick provide you any benefit? If you look in
Yeah.
like
It's 1 negative dice and plus 4 damage.
the hockey stick.
Yeah, it's a large improvised melee. Like a
Yeah, so
cricket
actually, Stefano, you're doing the wrong thing here. You got to roll a negative dice with this as well. Though I'm
Oh.
not sure how negative it would be to hit with a baseball bat. I feel like it's got to be a. It says a negative dice though, so it throws a negative dice in there.
Got it.
So for that one, we'll just do it for this one, so that you're gonna end up with another stress. You take 2 ultimately from this attack
Okay.
on the blade, which I think puts you at your first level of row of stress, right?
It does.
Ah, but you're wearing armor.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
so
going to
you-
say that will give you a resistance bonus of 1. So that's going to end up being only the first time you got hit did no damage. The
Okay,
second time
so
you got
I'm-
hit,
But I will get 1 for my negative dice, right?
Yeah, actually, I forgot to throw negative dice in there as well. It should be a positive and a negative when you attack.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so that's the end of it. That's the end of your attack and their turn. So we go to CJ again.
Okay. I am going to try and look around this store like as quickly as I can to see what the store's like.
Yeah, what it is. Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah, you look
Is it,
around.
like-
You finally take a chance to like get your bearings, and you look around. You even look up at the sign. It's a Build-A-Bear workshop.
Oh God. All right. So
The little girl's peering behind teddy bears.
yeah,
There's like a
right.
whole container of hearts.
Yep. There's the fluff machines.
There's a
right?
fluff machine, and it's actually
There's the-
blowing. You can notice it's actually blowing fluff
It's,
out. Yeah.
That is. I was gonna use the fluff machine, but that's a bad idea. To hide the little girl, then it would just not be fluff coming out of the machine anymore. I am going to run into the store. Say, and I'm gonna go up to the little girl and be like, "Where are your parents? Are you here with your parents? Are you okay? Where?" Like ignoring the fact that there's drones like right behind me.
Here it is, CJ. Here's
Oh, there's the Build-A-Bear.
CJ's like, what do I see
yeah.
in there? That's dark. You know, lots of items on racks.
Teddy bears. Freaking teddy bears.
And the little girl's hiding like in between these racks over here, the teddy bears.
Yeah. Yeah, like I run over to her and be like, "Are your parents here? Are you alone? What how did
She said, I'm scared.
Okay.
I'm scared, mister.
Where are you from with that accent?
It's straw
I'm
bundle.
from the 1920s. I need your help.
I need your help, mister. Mister, do you want to buy a paper?
Mister, the machines are all acting funny.
They're
This is
going crazy.
This is Bob's default child voice.
That's not true. Maybe.
Mister.
Mister,
Mister.
Hey, mister. Hey, mister.
I can't pronounce my R's.
Her name's going to have lots of R's in it.
What's your name?
Marlene. My name's
I'm sorry,
Marlene.
did you say Maureen?
Marlene.
Maureen?
No, it's Molly.
Marlene.
It's Marlene.
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 Are you in the cast of Guys and Dolls?
Yeah. Is that a name
This is
in the show? You're doing that show, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are. Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah, Marlene.
Marlene.
Look, fine. Where are your parents?
My dad was murdered
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
downstairs in the food court. The soda machine just started spitting out
Drowning
cans at him.
Got murdered by a can of soda.
Yeah, the vending
pretty
machine,
pathetic.
it started spitting out cans of soda real fast.
Perhaps he's just knocked out.
He might just look, you need to stay in here. Can
CJ, you hear this is the middle combat, so I'm going to speed this up here. But at the end, at the back of the Build-A-Bear, you just hear some like kind of machinery starting, like almost like movement, like zzz, 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 and you hear, "We love you. Thanks for making us. We love you." And you can see some of the Build-A-Bears in the back. You notice it's like a sign. It's like, animated animatronic bears, real talking bears. Like, it's like the the promo for like you could record your voice, put this little mechanism in it, the bear will walk and gives hugs, and
Oh,
there's about
God.
10 bears that are just moving on the shelf like zzz, zzz, zzz. We love you.
I at this point will. Oh man, now I'm stuck between drones that are coming after me and bears that are coming after me. I'm gonna go for the bears. I'm gonna shout at the girl, "Stay here!" And I'm gonna go after the bears and ignore the drones that are coming. Hopefully,
Okay.
Andrew and because they're probably small and I can probably
They are
get them
small.
with the hockey stick.
They are small. All right, so you rush over to the bears in the back.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a smack at it? Yeah, go for it.
Try and take a smack at them. So that's like 1 negative, 1 positive.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you, start with 1 negative, 1 positive. I'm going to give you a positive for your wiry strength. I'm also going to give you a bonus here because...
I'm wearing a hockey jersey.
No. The bears have really short, obviously, arms. They're not
Okay.
they're at a disadvantage here. So I'm going to give you a bonus positive dice because you're using the hockey stick.
So
The hockey stick also has a negative dice, so it's really a positive dice of pool of 3 and a negative of 2 is what I'm thinking.
Okay. So 1, 3, and a 6. The 3 and a 6 it cancels. The 1 is a success automatically. So
Nice.
or the 1
And
is
they fail.
Yeah.
So no stress, right?
No
And they
stress.
fail, yep. So no stress. You succeed, so at least one of your attacks went through. That's 1 stress, and the hockey stick gives you +4.
Yeah.
Equivalent of like a baseball bat, yep. So
Yeah,
that's going to be
+4.
+4. So you smash one of the bears into oblivion. In fact, the shelf that they're on just like collapses, and all the bears are like on the floor. Zzz, zzz, we love you. We want to give you hugs. Come closer so we can kill you.
Oh God, no. They
All right,
said the
CJ.
quiet part out loud.
Yes, exactly. That's the end of your turn. We go to Andrew. What are you doing? You and I are in the hallway.
Okay, so we're in the hallway. They've gone into the Build-A-Bear. Stefano's legged it after them.
One of
Then
them
you-
is attacking Stefano, though. It's still in the hallway.
Oh, and how far away is Stefano from me?
He's within a movement.
So I'm going to move and smash that drone out of the sky with my hockey stick.
Go for it. 1 negative dice, 1 positive dice. And we're looking at, or using the hockey stick, so it's going to be...
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Do you have anything else you could use here?
How
I
about
mean, I
I
could-
just I've distracted it so much with my
Oh, yeah.
missiles.
So
It's
you,
distracted because it's attacking him. It's not
so
moving
you
as quick.
could choose to aid him, which would give him a positive dice. You'd forego your attack.
Who's Stefano?
Stefano, that's part of the rule. So you can aid another. It gives him a positive dice, but you ignore. You don't attack. It's like the two of you ganging up on it.
What do you think, Stefano?
Sure.
Okay, so go for it, Andrew.
Nice.
Oh, no.
So you're gonna take
So-
a stress, but
So that's 2 successes.
yep, and I have to roll.
+4, which is 6, but I take a stress.
Yeah, you're actually. So it's gonna succeed. You actually succeed by 2 though.
Right.
So you're gonna do a total of 6 damage, which is actually gonna destroy the drone. You smash it in the air, and pieces go flying. Maybe motorized pieces, metal pieces, hit you in like shrapnel, sort of. As you, that's how you take
Oh, the
your damage.
battery explodes.
Oh, the battery explodes. Sure, yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
even better.
it's
Yeah,
lithium.
yeah. So it explodes right in the air.
My face!
So that'll give you 1 point of stress, but you do successfully kill the droid. All right. Stefano, you aid with this, so you distracted it. He swiped it out of the sky. It's my turn now. I'm going to run towards the movie theater. Yeah, I'm going to double move it, and I think that'll get me to the movie theater. I'd say two moves would just get me to the movie theater. So I'm going to run straight towards the theater entrance, and I'm going to wait there. I'm going to look back to you. I'm going to be like, come on, let's go to the theater. In the theater, we can hide here. And then we go to the creatures. So, CJ, one of those bears is going to regain its footing and start to run towards you and attack. Now, I'm going to give it a positive dice and a negative dice because it's so small. And then, CJ, you have your hockey stick. If you'd like to attack, you're going to have 1 negative. You're going to have 1 positive and 1 for wiry strength. This is a reaction, so I'm not going to say you have the extra 3rd dice for this one.
Okay.
All right? So I'm rolling a positive and a negative. and I'm going to get a miss and a stress on myself, and you get... Damn. 2 successes?
Oh,
Oh, even better.
Nice. And no stress.
no stress.
CJ, look at you. You're so good at rolling ones.
I'm so good at rolling ones.
So, CJ, you're going to crush another one. How does this look?
This looks. I mean, this is. I don't know. In Child's Play, do they ever like hit Chucky across the room
Oh, yeah.
and like he like flies and hits a pile of bears and explodes?
Yeah.
It's just like
Let's do that. Yeah, let's say you
yeah.
hit it and he's flying through the air. He's like, I love you.
explodes.
And he'll explode. Again, these batteries, you notice, are exploding, right? So the battery explodes and just bear stuffing all over the place. The girl's screaming. She's like, "I help!" And she runs out of the, runs towards the entrance of the Build-A-Bear. But she's met by some drones.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so 3 drones see her, and she'll just like kind of stop dead in her tracks, and they start zooming in towards her. We go, let's see, let's roll some dice here. All right, so I got a positive and a negative. That's going to be 1 success, a fail. Okay, so I got 2, so actually those negatives, so I actually only got 1 successful hit against her.
Oh. Because the third one cancels out, right?
The second dice will cancel the third dice. Sorry, the second dice cancels the first dice in the second 2 attacks. And
so
the
it is
first
the
one
first
was the
attack,
only
yeah.
success, yeah.
Okay.
And it stressed itself at the same time.
It stressed itself too. And the girl's going to fight back. I mean, she's just going to do her very best to try to push the thing away, and she fails. So she's going to get hit, and she's going to take... How much damage do these things do? +1 damage. So it's going to be... 2. She takes 2 stress, physical stress. You see blood flying in the air. So she has the whirly blades are just slicing through her skin, probably somewhere close to her neck area. That's where they go for. Now we go to the top of the order here. CJ, it's you.
I'm going to, at this point, I will ignore the bears. I figure I took out 2 of them.
Yeah.
How many more could there be?
They also seem to
Only-
be slow to get up. Yeah.
It's only a store full of them. So at this point, I'm going to run to the girl. And how, like, engaged are these drones? I want to, like, what I want to do is grab the girl and try and run across out of the Build-A-Bear towards the movie theater. If I just have to like grab her by the hand and swing the hockey stick with one hand at like probably at some sort of disadvantage because I'm swinging it.
Why don't we say this?
One.
Instead of being an attack, you're just trying to do this action where you're getting her and running away. So why don't we just do a dexterity check, see if you can do that? I'll say the hockey stick, if you want to use it as like a sort of like a, well, even if it's just to create some sort of barrier between you, like, you know, you're just kind of waving it to clear some room, that would give you a positive dice.
Okay.
But also a negative dice, because the hockey stick is a little unwieldy. The creatures might use it as an opportunity to swipe at your arm. So positive, extra negative.
Okay, so 2d6 and 2d6.
2d6 and 2d6, yeah.
Okay. That's gonna. This was dexterity, right?
Yep.
That's gonna fail. And
Oh, CJ.
that's-
Yeah. They cut you up as you try to... let's put it this way. It's not that you fail to like grab the girl. That's not the case. It's to get away without damage, right? So you grab her and you start running, but as you do, on the way out, those things just like right into your back send their whirly blades. You're gonna end up taking the 2 stress.
Okay. It's only physical stress.
Yeah. It's only physical.
It's only physical.
And then you rush into the hallway again.
Wait, does he also take 2 from the negative, or does he only take 2?
He only takes the 2 from the negative.
Okay,
it's not an attack. Remember, he's trying to perform an action.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then we go to you, Andrew, and Stefano. You see CJ come out of the Build-A-Bear, and he's bloodied. The girl is bloodied, and they're running for their lives from these last 3 drones.
Are those things following?
Yeah.
Where is he running to the AMC?
He's running towards you in the hallway, I'd assume, right, CJ?
Yeah, I mean, it was towards the AMC, which is
Yeah.
across the hall.
Yeah.
But like they're probably closer than the AMC, so it's
Yeah,
probably
they're probably like right here, and the
Seems-
AMC is here. Yeah. All right, so
If I
Andrew, what are
go
you doing?
Is it my turn? If I
Yeah.
glance at the AMC, if we get in there, is like a door I can shut.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And I've even said we can hide in here.
All right.
You never
gonna-
listen to me though.
I'm going to help Bob go into the AMC and hide.
Okay, so you rush towards me and hide. Stefano, you see CJ kind of rushing towards you with the girl. What do you
shout,
do?
To the AMC. To the
Yeah.
AMC.
Come on, CJ, let's go.
Let's go to the movies.
I told you we needed to go see Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves in theaters now. Or do you guys want to go see Super Mario Brothers movie in theaters now?
CJ, it looks like your friends are abandoning you. The drones are going to come up and they
Oh,
want to attack the girl,
shit.
but I'll allow you to decide if you would like to interpose yourself.
And stop them from attacking the girl?
Yeah.
She's gone. Leave her.
Leave
It's
her.
What you learn when you read Day of the Trivets is you can't save all the blind people.
She's not
I,
blind. She can
I forgot
see
those
her.
things go before CJ.
So, CJ, the first two are attacking the girl. If you'd like to interpose, you can. But it's going to be 1, 2. Yeah, so one of them's going to take 1 stress as maybe the girl or yourself bats them with a hockey stick. And actually, it's up to you because you get to attack back against these if you'd like.
I will. I mean, I'll attack back. So that's one.
Don't the 6s cancel out? Did you
They
just
will,
roll
so
those?
yeah. But I'll do them one at a time here, CJ. So the first one is going to go in. It's going to get a success and a stress. What do you do?
I'm
fighting back?
I'm fighting back.
Okay, so only 1 negative dice, 2 positive dice.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to end up with the hit. You're going to do some, I think you're going to do some damage here because you're going to get how many successes? 1
I have 1 success.
and 1 stress. So you actually block it because it needs to get more successes than you do. So you're gonna block it, but you're gonna take 1 stress from blocking it.
Okay.
The other one is gonna miss with a 4, and it's gonna cancel out its stress, and the last one's gonna miss and cancel out its stress with a 6. So no damage or stress to either of you in the last 2 attacks.
Great.
Do you want to book it to the AMC?
I want to book it to the AMC. I just saw everyone else run to the AMC, and I'm gonna keep holding the girl's hand and running with her.
Sure. I'm going to
to
say,
the
CJ,
AMC.
to get it there within time, the girl is probably going to slow you down. So give me a test with 1 negative dice.
Dexterity again,
Yeah, I think this does feel like strength, doesn't it?
like vitality. Like a
Maybe
defensive
maybe
vitality?
yeah. Maybe I'm playing this wrong, but it does feel like vitality is. This is like lifting. It's not really your dexterity. So give me
Yeah.
the vitality. We'll do this more of like a saving throw. Like you're gonna get there, but do you hurt your back, tweak yourself, something like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Great. That's okay. That's a success. And that's still a stress. So I get
All right, so you get to the AMC and we close the doors just as you enter. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And
Great.
I get in, and then the little girl runs off on her own.
Yep.
I never see her again.
No, she's there. She's with you,
Ah!
and she's not moving from you. She's like glued to your leg.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Combat's over as the drones like run into the glass door. Ting, ting, and their little blades aren't able to penetrate through that door, so they kind of get bored and then they zip away.
I swear to God, I thought those things were going to shoot lasers at us, and we were just done.
If only, huh?
Do you see the way I hit that one and it exploded? That was pretty cool.
Oh my God, that was a great plan, man. I distract them, you hit them.
Yeah.
You should have.
It was the distraction that made it happen.
Why'd you go into that shop? You wanted to build a bear?
I thought I'd be safe in the Build-A-Bear. I could hide. Thought there was something in there. I was gonna close the gate, and then the drones would fly into the gate, and then they get all tangled up in the gate. But then there were bears and this little girl.
Well, you
And-
just saved this girl, dude. You're a hero.
Yeah.
Aw,
You're a real life hero.
I am.
What's-
Ah, my
what-
back. Ah.
What's your name, little girl?
The little girl's
Yeah.
like,
It's
my dad told me we were gonna go to Build-A-Bear.
it's
Well, you did.
this is
Together.
Maureen.
Together.
Where is your dad?
Oh my god.
He's not here. Did you get lost from him?
I turned to Andrew. He was murdered
By a soda machine.
by a soda machine right in front of her. She watched, and she knew exactly what was happening as it happened.
By the way, that's
which is why
actually
she said it was murder.
that's actually in the book, by the way.
CJ, I'm glad you can find humor in this real situation where we might actually fucking die. Sorry, little girl.
Perhaps he was
Earmuffs.
just sleeping. Perhaps he's just sleeping. We've got to find our friend. Do you want to help us find our friend, Joey?
Who's Joey?
Our
Oh,
friend. his
Joey is
cousin.
gonna be your new dad.
Stefano,
Oh
I'm
my-
glad you can find humor in this very real situation where we're about to die.
And just at that,
This
you actually hear a familiar voice.
Dasha?
From within the movie theater, you can see like behind there's the big lobby, and where you might buy tickets and things like that, and there's the concession stand and popcorn and all that stuff. Actually, the machines that are there, like the popcorn machine, so the soda fountains, they're all like pouring soda, popcorn popping over. Like the machines, these are not machines that can probably do anything, but they are malfunctioning, continuing to flood the area with sticky soda and stuff like that.
I'm gonna eat some popcorn.
It's
Are you? You're gonna go
incredibly
over.
hot.
You're gonna go over to the popcorn machine.
Well,
You're gonna dump oil all over you.
No, like one of the ones you said it like spilled all over the place. I could just grab one off the floor.
Okay.
5-second rule.
Sure. Yeah. You pop over, and as you're getting popcorn off the floor and you're all kind of settling in, you hear from within the hallway that leads to all the cinemas a friendly voice, and you hear, "Stefano, is that you?"
Dasha?
Yes. She walks out into the lobby. "Oh my God, I didn't think I'd see you all."
Oh, thank God you survived. Let's get out of here.
And Dasha comes up. And by the way, everybody, if you don't know who Dasha is, let me just go to the fake scene here. Our fake scene from last night, you can see there's Dasha. And Joey's up top there, but he's not here. Joey is not here.
This is still in the way. This is.
Oh, thank you,
There's
CJ.
something-
You're 100% right. You can support me on Ko-fi. It is
That's right.
it's a way to give me your money. It is a way to do that.
You can
Hashtag Tabletop Gang.
hashtag tabletop.
Thank you. So there's
Don't forget
Dasha, and
the
she
human
strolls in,
fund.
and she looks, pretty terrified, as you would expect. She has probably in her possession, though, she has like a backpack. It has she's in her normal plain clothes. She has a backpack, and it has like, probably her D&D stuff in it and stuff like that. And she runs up to you all, and she'll hug Stefano, Andrew, and she'll wave to CJ.
Hey, where's Joey?
Where's Joey? Yeah.
Oh, she's like, I was hoping that you were with him.
He called us. He said he's in the cinema.
He was. We were both here. We got into the mall, and, well, I think you see what's happening. And she looks outside, and, there's another drone zips by. You see Build-A-Bear bears marching up and down. And she's like, we were here, and
Where
we were
is
in the
he?
mall. We got here early. Joey and I, we drove up from the city. I was doing the Model UN thing because I'm such a goody two shoes, and I don't know, just we got to the mall and something felt off. Like they were doing some weird presentation on the first floor. This company was here. I think it was
Atkinson?
Boston Dynamics. Do you know it?
No.
Never
No.
heard of them.
Well, their
Fuck
banners
Boston.
were everywhere, and they had these really cool machines they were showing off. And I don't know. It just one thing after another. The the machines just started moving around, operating on their own. And in fact, the operators that were there, the scientists that were there, they were attacked, and we ran. We ran up to the fourth floor to get you all, and then we were cornered. There were other machines in
What
the
kind
hallways.
of machines?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how this is possible, but it looks like pretty much every machine in this place is going haywire. There was this weird mechanical dog.
Did it do a backflip?
It did not, but I'm sure it can. It was so agile. Guys, I'm terrified.
Look, we found this girl.
Oh,
Marlene.
hi there, little girl. And she goes, my name's Dasha. What's yours? She goes,
Molly.
Marlene. My name's Marlene.
Marlene.
Oh, come here, Marlene. And
She's
comes
just a
in.
sweet Southern belle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Marlene gives her a hug, and she then clings back to CJ's leg immediately.
Okay, so where's Joey?
Yeah,
You were
like
here with
which
Joey's
way did
saw
he,
machines?
Did we?
which way
did
did
you
he
check-
go?
Yeah. How many theaters are in this
Hey,
Cineplex?
where
We
are
got
the
separated.
other people in this theater?
Yeah, there are other people in the Cineplex.
So there are a few others in the whatever ones like on down the hall on the right. There's a few of us there. Yeah, I didn't get all their names, but there's a few of us here. Say 10 or so. Most of the people when the alarm went off, people just started running. But in here, all the machines were malfunctioning, and most people ran. But then, like I said, I saw the dog outside, and I didn't want to go, so I stayed in here with Joey, and then. Well, then we got separated. Once some people left, some people stayed in, and I couldn't tell where Joey was, and I locked myself in that cinema. I heard you come in now.
How big is this mechanical dog?
She describes it as being probably something like the size of maybe it would be like a mastiff, maybe like 4 feet in height,
Okay, so pretty
It's a
big.
cyber master.
but it's made of machine. Yeah, it's a robot. It doesn't actually look like a dog. Like it looks like just machinery, but it's got
Right.
4 legs and like some sort of like appendage as a head.
Were there any like humanoid robots or anything like that?
No, I didn't see any of that.
God.
Okay. So the dog seems like the most dangerous thing you've encountered thus far.
And it was out here on the 4th floor. It was on the 1st floor when we saw it, and it attacked those scientists. And we ran up here to get you, and then I saw it when people were leaving the theater again. So it's like patrolling. It's really scary, and I don't know what to do.
Hey, Bob, you basically live at this mall, right?
What?
Bob!
What?
Where is there like a sporting goods store or something
Oh.
where we can get stuff to defend ourselves?
There's a Dick's.
Guys, Dasha's here. I turn and I look. I see her for the first. Dasha's here.
Yeah.
There is a Dick's, but we need to find Joey first.
She's
You're a
like,
Just leave
dick.
him.
oh my god, what happened to Bob's ear?
Yeah,
His phone exploded.
blew up.
Mine did too. Luckily, it wasn't on my body. It was, I placed it down downstairs on the 1st floor, and then the phone was ringing. And as I went to pick it up, it blew up.
Do I hear anything? From my pocket?
Your phone's no. Do you have Verizon?
Yeah,
You do?
I do.
Oh, okay. No, your phone's fine. You have no
I don't
service, but
I take my phone, I throw it, and chuck it across the room.
you chuck it across. It lands in the popcorn machine.
Yeah, good.
What do you do? What do you? You still have your cell phones, the two of you?
Yes.
I do, but mine's out of battery.
I'm on Sprint. In
Gotcha.
this reality.
Well, look, I don't know if it's safe to leave here or not. We've been really scared to go out for the last 2 hours or so. Come, you can meet some of the people.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do that.
Let's do that. See what maybe
I don't
we
know
can.
if I want
you
to
know,
meet them. I want to find Joey.
Well, maybe Joey's amongst the people.
No,
yeah,
he's
maybe
got
Dasha
separated.
forgot what
He's not
Joey
here.
looked like.
Yeah.
Kinda
Joey's
wanna
not
go
here.
Home.
Yeah, we all kind of want to go home, but we don't know how far this virus that's attacking machines
Pretty
has
sure it's
reached.
I
just
hope
at
they're.
this mall. Why
I
would
just
it
hope
be?
they haven't affected our vehicles.
Well, if it's
Oh,
affecting
man.
this, if it's affecting the cellular towers of Verizon, I mean, it could have stretched across the nation. They do have Verizon does have the nation's #1 mobile network. In
Shut up.
Yeah, it's just that company, man. It's that Boston Dynamics company. They just mess with them all. They should get out of here.
Where was the presentation by Boston Dynamics?
On the first floor, you can see on the map, she'll just describe where it is, but they actually do have quite a few presentations here. There's like a strip here where it goes from like roughly H&M to like Macy's, and there this kind of center area they actually rent out, and you can do different festivals, shops, things like that there. And they were doing a presentation on their robotics company. If you all like to make a logic test, see what you know about this company, maybe you've heard about them before.
I mean,
No, I
definitely
passed.
have.
Actually, what am I saying? Have you ever heard of them before?
Yeah,
I think they made that. You're right. They made that dog, right?
they made the robot dog. They made
Yeah.
the like walking
They make
robot.
robots.
They
Yeah,
make
one of them is
robots.
called the Big Dog, and they use it. Actually, I'm telling you, there's some weird things happening. The cell service went out in the New York metro area yesterday, and it was Verizon only. Okay, and then I was on the way home from t-ball practice today, and we stopped to get pizza, and the TV had some sort of like parking garage collapse on the news, and they were sending in legitimately a robot dog to see if there were like survivors and stuff like that. So this is all happening in real
did it.
life. Yeah, this is all happening in real life.
The dog did it so it could look like a hero.
Yeah.
Really good at rolling ones.
I light
Seriously.
up the smoke.
See the only opportunity to
This is so
smoke in the
strange.
mall.
So, yeah, they're a robotics company, and they make some pretty advanced robots.
Because I rolled the truth. I know nothing about Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, the dog is called the Big Dog. They do have humanoid ones called like Atlas, and they're like there have been talk about them being like efficient workers and things like that. So that's
The
real
little
life
dog's
stuff.
called Spot.
This dog, one of the versions, Spot.
The little one is called Spot.
Okay, this is not
Well-
Spot. This is the big one. The Big Dog.
We're never gonna find Joey in this massive mall, right? It's gonna be really hard.
Dasha's like, listen, I don't want to leave Joey behind, but there are about 10 or so other people in this movie theater, and I feel kind of responsible for them.
Did Joey say where he was going, or did he just saunter out?
Well, we were gonna leave, and then the dog was outside, and he ran out with the group, and I don't know where he went.
Oh no.
The dog's got him. Maybe the. Oh, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
say it.
let's meet these people.
It's okay,
yeah,
Bob
let's do that.
can't hear you.
Distraction, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Bob
like,
can't
what?
hear his earrings all.
You said
I
Joey
got
went
these
out?
people.
Where'd he go?
No, I said we
went-
got to meet these people.
Where? What?
He
Joey
went-
gotta
got
meet
out.
these
He
people.
got
Who?
out.
Who?
Now all we need to do is escape.
You want tape?
Ugh, boy. All right, let's go inside.
All right, so you head into the movie theater.
Yeah.
Cinema number 13. You enter, and
Oh, wonderful.
Perfect.
cinema number 13. You
Is it
enter into
Friday?
the dark theater. It's empty. It's practically empty. There are, like Dasha said, about 10 or 12 people in here milling about. Some people are, there's a whole variety, a diverse group here. Some men and women, young kids and adults. One elderly man who has a hearing aid. We'll get along well, me and him. And you can see somebody in there, this kind of big, buff, burly dude. He looks like he's got a bunch of like arm tattoos and very intimidating individual. You know, he's like standing and pacing. He seems like very frustrated, and he says, "All right, so you found your friends?" And Dasha's like, "Yeah, I can't believe it. They're here." And she brings you in, and the three of you's like, yeah, we've heard a lot about you. We're gonna go, we're gonna make a run for it. We've decided while you were gone, we're making a run for it.
Where
Well,
are we running to?
Yeah, we're gonna go down the stairs and out.
Out of the mall. Listen,
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
I don't know who you guys are. I don't even know why everybody's been listening to her. But we're leaving.
But what's your name?
Name's Darren.
Yeah, Darren, that's what I want to do as well. We're going to go down the stairs, get at this crazy mall.
Oh, finally. We got somebody of, is that a British accent I sense?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh, finally.
We're-
someone
we're used to this
civilized.
kind of
I know
thing.
he's really smart. Can't you tell?
He's like, thank
Hey-
God we got a thinker
Hey
finally.
Bob, hey Bob, this guy looks strong. Give him your hockey stick.
What?
I said no one got.
I just take your hockey stick.
Give it to the guy. Yeah.
Hey, give me that.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
He's like, all right. You know what? I like your friends better than you, he says to Dasha.
Has anyone got any weapons? We've got these hockey sticks. Has anyone got any improvised weapons?
Darren says, I'm always carrying, and he kind of motions to his side.
Oh, sweet.
Great.
I didn't know you could carry inside of a mall.
You can't,
Well,
he
they
says.
don't have metal detectors.
He says, you can't.
But he can.
Wow, sneaky.
I do whatever I do whatever I want.
You a cop? or
Okay, what
something?
state are you from?
'Cause if you're a cop, you got to tell me.
Did you come?
I'm from New York.
You are from New York.
Yeah.
Okay. You friends with people on the force?
He says, I know a lot of people on the force.
You know Joey Ader, Harrison?
He says, I know a lot of people. They ain't my friends.
Where are you trying to get to?
He says, I've kind of figured it out. I have a friend back in, well, he says, doesn't matter where I met him, but, all right, it's jail, whatever. I met him in jail. All right?
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to
Huh.
jail. Yeah.
Shocked.
That's not a problem.
Does he have any tears underneath his eyes?
He got a few, yeah.
Oh
Listen.
boy.
Listen. He reformed his life, all right? He's a big nature guy. And he before this all went down, before I lost my cell service, I called him. I said, "Where we go? Where are we going?" And he said, "There's a big nature reserve just up the park here. Up the parkway here." He says, "We're going to go. It's about 10 or 12 miles from here. I mapped it out."
What? Rockland Lake?
So it's called Harriman State Park, which is a real
Ah.
place.
But what are we gonna do? Did your friend say this was happening outside the mall? These crazy
Yeah,
machines?
I called him. He's from around here, the Nyack area. He said it's all going haywire. This is before the
Ah.
phones went out. He said,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's probably worldwide at this point. We're heading out.
What are we gonna do what are we gonna do in Harriman State Park? That's just a bunch of trees.
There's no machines at all anywhere.
There's no food.
I don't suppose we're gonna be able to drive there.
What do you mean food? It's nature. There's food in nature.
Like what?
Well, he's
Like
gonna use his
leaves?
side piece and shoot a
Yeah.
deer, and then we're all gonna eat.
Damn straight I am. And she'll cook it. He points to Dasha. She's like, that's very sexist.
Yeah, I mean, just play along.
She's like, I will not.
Yeah,
She's,
Dash
you know
is
what,
good at
Darren?
cooking.
She's like, I've been with you for the past 3 hours, and I don't like your tone. Isn't that right, Stefano? She like pushes you up ahead of her.
Yeah, yo, Darren. I mean, you have really good ideas, and you seem really strong. But you know, Dasha's a terrible cook. I'm actually a pretty good cook. I'll take care of it.
Give me a persuasion here. The charisma. I'll give you a bonus dice for the humor. No negatives.
Oh my god!
Sick.
It's a 5 and a 6.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's
fail.
like, you better watch yourself, little man.
I am shortish.
Yeah, you are shortish. So he puts his hand right towards his like side. He's got like a vest. I'd imagine he's got like a vest, sleeveless cut off vest, and the vest is covering his like side area. So he reaches towards the side and he just says, "You better watch yourself." All right. All right, everybody, gather round. Somebody take care of the old man, and you taking care of this little one. CJ, he points to you.
No, actually, I was looking for her mom. Is your mom here? Do you see your mother? Is your mother here?
I never knew my ma.
Oh God.
Oh, is that why you're Marlene?
Still bad.
Hey, do we have a picture? Do we have a map, by the way?
A map of what?
of the mall? Like, we can see a map of the mall on the screen, but do we have one?
No, you do not. There are directories located in the halls.
Okay.
I look at the big burly man. I say, "Excuse me, can you be her new dad?"
She's like hides behind you.
Okay, it's okay. I was kidding. I'm kidding. But Dasha's a really nice lady, and you should hang out with her from now on. Stay here with Dasha.
All right,
Can
listen
you do
up.
that for me?
She's like, and she
Right.
looks at Dasha, and Dasha like kind of puts out her hand, and she'll take it. Darren says, "Okay, look, you got all the other people gathering around," and he get into the lobby, and he goes, "Look, clearly the machines they want to murder us. All right, I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. But they follow a pretty strict sort of protocol. All right, every time they come out, they attack the closest thing. So we just need to make sure that we got somebody who's willing to take one for the team, and we'll all be able to escape any scenario. Who's willing to lay down their life?"
Well, do we? Does it have to be a people? Like, they only attack people?
Well, I didn't see any machines attacking other machines. So you got any ideas, smart Alec? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, if we're all together, we can take out all the machines. They're not going to hurt us.
You didn't see that dog when we tried to exit that movie theater. It was ripping people to shreds. And your little hockey sticks ain't gonna do nothing to it.
Why can't you just shoot it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
seems to be
Einstein,
one.
I got 6 bullets, all right?
And how many bullets do you think it'll take to take out that?
You want to save the bullets, so it's not going to get a lot of deer with 6 bullets, right?
Yeah, we gotta save some resources here. And on the way out, once we get out of this hellhole, we gotta do some shopping. We gotta go find a place that's safe and get some supplies, reserves.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah, right.
we gotta arm everyone here and see if we could find some protection for everyone. Is there
Oh.
is there a sporting place
What?
Yeah, dicks.
where we could load everyone up?
There's some
There's a-
dicks here.
You know,
There's a
why don't we
Dick's
just go to
right there.
Dick's Sporting Goods? I say it.
Yeah, I
everybody.
love dicks.
Where is it?
Bob's encyclopedia mode comes out. Well, it's located on the 2nd floor.
Right
Okay.
below the AMC.
It's actually right below
out-
us and across the hall. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Let's go right now. Let's
When?
hit the stairs.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
let's
is-
go before
If
we
I'm not
get more
mistaken, there is a
fired.
staircase right there at the AMC, correct?
It looks like there's a set of escalators and elevator.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so we head down the stairs. We open the door slowly, right? The door is open, and you can look out, and maybe Dasha will go out first, kind of take a quick look. She'll say the coast is clear, and the 10 or so people that were with you and your mob. It's a pretty big group of people, actually. What is it? We got like 16 people here now?
Yeah.
It's the 4 of
Yeah.
us, Dasha, Marlene, and then the 10 people led by Darren. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you'll go ahead.
I go up to Bob and I'm like, "Hey Bob, don't worry. If that old guy doesn't survive, I got that hearing aid for you."
What? I don't have an ear to put it in, though.
You have one
Doesn't the
ear.
hearing aid malfunction?
The one ear he has isn't broken.
Well, I'm speaking in his good ear and he still can't hear me, so he clearly needs a hearing aid.
Well, we'll see. Andrew, you bring up something, though. You said the hearing aid. That is
Yeah,
electronic.
does that work?
It's a good question. You want to talk to the old man?
Yeah. Hey, old man. How's that hearing aid go?
He's got thick, like, bottle cap glasses. He got the hearing aid in one ear. You could see the little wire behind it, and he's got nice little overalls. It was a nice day out for the old man. He was going to see John Wick 4, and needed his hearing aid.
sweet.
So yeah,
So how come your hearing aid's not malfunctioning, old timer?
he looks at you and he goes, "I don't know. It just kept working. I can hear you well. I can hear your friends. I can hear that one well enough." Darren, he's motioning to. Back in my day, some bully like that on the street, we'd just come up to him and sock him right in the face. Show him who's boss.
Yeah, well, we might need his strength, right?
Well, perhaps, but he's probably going to get us all killed.
Well, he's trying to have one of us be the sacrifice, but maybe he'll be the sacrifice.
Sonny, look at me. I'm 86 years old. I'm going to be the sacrifice. I could barely break into a jog.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, it's not like I have many choices here. I can't really go up and down stairs well.
All right, well, thanks for your service, bud.
Perhaps if there was another way to be lowered down.
Only I had my 50 feet of rope that my D&D character has.
We can't take the elevator. It's like chopping people up.
Yeah.
It's gone crazy.
Yo, you gotta just kick in that adrenaline and hit those stairs, man.
Yeah, you can do it. Just stairs.
CJ?
I got nothing.
You use this hockey stick as a walking stick.
Let's see.
But give it back once we get down.
Yeah, we got nothing.
If only there was a way to be lowered down.
Yeah, no, you got to take the stairs.
Yeah,
All right.
We don't have anything.
Dasha looks back. She goes, "The coast is clear. Come on,
Like I
everybody.
said.
Now's our time."
All right, let's go.
All right,
We're
so
going to ditch,
Dasha,
right?
yeah, Dasha opens the door, and you hear buzzing. You hear sounds. Like occasionally, you even hear a scream somewhere deep within the mall. But it's relatively quiet outside the AMC, and you all file out and rush across the hall towards the stairwell. The stairwell opens up, and you can see it's got the dim fluorescent light overhead, kind of like just a safety light that's on. It's dark in this concrete stairwell, but there's no electronics, so you start to head down into the third floor. And once you
Finally,
get
we're
there,
going down these stairs.
say it again.
Finally, we're going down the stairs.
Yeah, it's slow going, and once you get to the stairwell, you get there well enough, but then it's slow going because well, you didn't talk to him,
guy.
but his name was Tom Jenkins, and he was the one who's slow. He's the old man. He's got the hearing aid, and he's coming down the steps, and he's going like one step at a time.
That's all right. We got time.
All right,
I'm trying to help him down.
thank you. That'll move it along much faster. So once you get to the bottom step and you get to the third floor, you can pop out and you can see Dick's Sporting Goods is actually right on the left-hand side.
So before we go in, what are we going to get?
All right,
Like
well,
some
listen.
baseball bats?
Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to the register. All right. I'm gonna get all the money out of the register.
What good is the money gonna
What the
do?
good is the money?
I'm not saying it's gonna be good, but I'm getting all the money. If this ends up blowing over, I'm collecting the money.
All right, good stuff.
Sure,
Dasha,
whatever.
Dasha looks very
You know what?
annoyed at this guy.
I mean, he seems like a giant douchebag. But
Yeah.
go for
All
it.
right, I think we should grab some golf clubs.
Dasha
metal
says
baseball bats.
You can get machetes at Dick's. I want to get a
Yeah.
machete.
there are things like that. Yeah. So Dasha,
Do they have those like those bow and arrow things?
they do composite bows.
Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
Oh
crossbows.
hell yeah!
hmm
Composite bows,
Great.
I need to use my archery skills. I want to get the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
crack
and a
shot.
machete.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a crackhead shot.
Oh
So
yeah,
Dar-
this is where it's coming.
Darren's like, I'm gonna go to the register, get all the money, and wait for everybody at the front. Dasha's like, you guys go get the weapons, and I'll go to the front as well. I think there might be like snacks and foodstuffs. We can just clear out what we can carry.
All right, what about like catcher's gear or something like that? Try to give everyone a fighting chance against these things.
yeah,
you hear
some,
Yeah, you hear some of the other people in the crowd. There's like some other, like teenagers. There's an older couple. They're just like, yeah, well, how can we help?
All right, well, let's try to outfit everyone in a way where we'll get some protection against these things.
Well,
some
what kind of
hockey
stuff
gear,
can you wear?
lacrosse gear, it's
Helmets.
lacrosse season, so lacrosse gear, helmets.
Do you want them to look for things as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, so the people are just going to go through rows and see if they
Sti-
can get anything that would be a weapon
we
or
want
defensive.
food.
And
Drink, armor. We'll get
Stay
the
away from-
weapons.
stay away from any aisle that looks like it might have technology in it. You know, like the batting cages, the what's a like high tech sport. Stay away from the fishing aisle. They probably have like technology, fish finder technology that will. Don't go anywhere near the outboard motors.
And if you hear anything beeping or whatever,
Damn it, CJ.
grab a golf club and smash it.
What?
My pitching machine was going to be so good.
Stay away from any.
Pitching machine.
Yeah.
My pitching machine was going to rocket 100-mile-per-hour fastballs at you all.
It's okay. Yeah, don't go in the baseball aisle, Stefano.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so
stick to low technology sports.
okay. All right, so you go to so let's put it this way. You're gonna go in. I'm gonna take us off the map here. You're gonna go into the store now. You're gonna go and properly search and scan. So there's about a dozen of you going through about aisles and things like that. Some of you waiting at the front. Old man Jenkins is gonna stay at the front as well, with Dasha and Darren. So
Good time to keep watch.
yeah, that's what he's good at, or at least that's what he did when he was a nom. So. So he's going to go out. You're going to go out and look and scan for some stuff. So I know, Andrew, you wanted to look at maybe like the shooting, the hunting sports.
Yeah, I want a machete.
Okay. I don't know if
I
you
might as
find,
well just get like a shotgun because they have No, they don't have shotguns.
I don't think
in
they
the
have
Dick.
actual shotguns at Dick's, but they do have
No, they don't
crossbows.
have guns.
Yeah, or at least in New York.
Yeah, I can get Well, in the
Why can't
one
we be at
upstate they have
Cabela's?
not
You
the
can-
one in Palisades. You can get a archery bow now. I get a machete and archery bow for a bunch of those.
I would say you can definitely find a machete. You can definitely
Yeah.
find like a long bow, some sort of hunting bow. We're not gonna differentiate as to what that is. Like, you can decide if there's a model or make, but go with I think that is in the rule book though. There is like a bow.
Right.
I lied. It's not. So it's it would just be probably something similar to like a pistol, right? I would say.
Sure, a bow is like a pistol.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not like a
pistol.
shotgun, and I'm not gonna say it's maybe it's a single shot rifle.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, maybe it's a single shot rifle. I'm surprised a bow and arrow is not here because I feel like that would be something people could get their hands on in the apocalypse. Though I'm not
also
thrilled.
I'm gonna grab a rangefinder.
Okay. How about this, Andrew? Can we split the difference between the two? Let's call it, instead of a pistol or a single shot rifle, let's call it a bow and arrow, and let's call it a 1 positive dice, but 4 damage.
4 damage, 1 positive dice.
Yeah, so it's better than the pistol in terms of damage, and it's 1 less positive dice than the rifle.
Right.
Or actually, does it make more sense because a bow's more about accuracy than damage? I don't know. Actually, I've heard bows are even more like horrifying to like get hit by because of the nature of the wound. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it simple. 1 positive dice, 4 extra damage.
Got it.
All right, and the machete would be something there
It's
like a
plus 3 damage, 2 positive dice.
yeah, machete's there, bladed,
Yeah.
large bladed weapon. Okay. What about you, Stefano? What were you looking for?
Well, I was just trying to outfit everyone. I mean, I guess a couple golf clubs because it's metal and it's probably harder than a hockey stick.
Yeah, so that'd be a small improvised. Sorry,
It's probably
large
the same
improvised.
as
yeah.
a hocky stick.
Yeah.
Don't you want a machete? Have one of these machetes.
Actually, I'd rather use a machete. If I see Andrew with a machete, I just drop the golf clubs and I
Well,
grab a machete.
You could still give some golf.
Well,
clubs to
yeah,
people.
I want everyone to have something to defend themselves with. So
Gotcha.
But while I'm in the golf aisle, maybe I see a rangefinder.
Let's roll for some things here. Rangefinder. Yeah, I think you
'Cause then
definitely
it-
find that. Yeah.
Because then I could scout ahead before we move on.
All right, you're gonna find 3 machetes, and golf clubs. There could be almost unlimited amounts in stock. In terms of a bow and arrow, there would only be. Let's see. It's rolling dice. Because remember, also this could have been, there could have been things here that are missing, right? Raided or at the same time just sold. So they're always out of things. So I'd say you find 3 bows that are of working condition, Andrew, that you could take if you'd like.
Okay.
And then also you wanted some armor and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be able to find 5 sets of like catcher's gear, hockey pads, lacrosse shoulder pads, face masks, things like that. 5 sets of total armor.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And
then
I
it's just
already
gonna be
have kind of my own armor.
Yeah.
They wouldn't happen to sell like first aid kits at Dick's, would they?
They do actually.
Oh hell yeah! I'm looking for one of those.
Let's see how many you could find. I'll do a D4. You can find 3 first aid kits.
Cool.
CJ, what were you looking for?
I was probably with Stefano looking for low tech sporting good equipment. I was probably going to the lacrosse area because looking at lacrosse is in season, grabbing lacrosse sticks, lacrosse helmets, lacrosse pads.
Sure. CJ, you're walking through the lacrosse aisle, and it's dark in the place, right? There's only just a couple of lights on, like sort of like that emergency lighting that's been going on in the mall. And as you step out of one of the aisles, just like a light shines on you. You're like, oh my God, it's so bright. And behind you, you hear, it's a projector. And behind you, you could see a blonde hair, blue-eyed lacrosse player, super buff, wearing like shoulder pads and no mask. He's got the long hair flowing. And he's like, "Sup, bro? You here to learn lacrosse? Awesome. You should talk to your the nearby Dick's associate to gear you up, get you ready for the spring season." And he's like, "You want to test out one of the sticks? Go for it." And it's like you realize this is actually like a projector on like a big pad that somebody could like take a stick and toss the ball and see, how accurate you are, things like that.
Yeah. This seems like a trap.
He's like, "Come on, pick it up, pussy."
Oh my God. Yo,
This is a very angry advertisement.
I said, "Pick it up, bro." Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see you.
I reach over and I grab a lacrosse stick.
Yeah, good. How's that feel in your hand?
Start, doing the lacrosse thing. With
I used to
the
cradle
twisties.
better than that when I was 4 years old.
Yeah, that's what I do. I cradle
Yeah.
I cradle the ball.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
No, I think I don't need to be much closer than this. And I
What, are you scared? Come on, toss the ball. Go ahead, toss the ball. He gets his lacrosse stick in the image. He gets it ready. Come on.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's have a catch.
I look at I go ah! And I throw it like really weakly and like poorly, and it like definitely just like goes straight to the ground. And I turn and I start running towards where I left Andrew and Stefano.
Okay, so CJ,
Ah!
the ball tosses, and you probably don't even look to see what happens with it, but the ball hits the mat, and just you hear it like thud to the floor, and you run away. And as you do, the projector that's blowing the thing there explodes. I'd say that since you just ran away immediately, though, you're gonna forego the damage here. It just explodes, and you hear the pieces kind of falling to the floor.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! You guys!
He's like, "You better run!" And then the audio like does that weird like audio yeah, like, so he's like, "You better," as the whatever sounds device is deteriorating.
Great.
All right, you head back to the group. Everybody heard that explosion. As you're running to get back to Stefano or Andrew, you also hear gunfire go off in the store towards the front.
oh, this asshole.
Oh man.
That's where Dasher is.
Dasha, Darren, and Old Man Jenkins. You heard
Old
2
Man Jenkins.
gunshots.
I
I want to. Let's stealthily approach.
Dasha's there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I go with the edge. Like, give me one of those.
I give him a machete and a bow.
I start running over there.
Run! I like grab him. Like, don't run. We've got to see what it is.
Yo, Dasha's there.
Chill out, man. She could already be dead.
She's the only one that could cook.
And
Let's go stealthily.
Bob is like, did you guys hear something?
Shh, shh.
There
What?
was loud. Your one ear didn't hear the gunshots?
Listen, I've got tinnitus now because of all this. All right, it's not good.
Yo,
Is there
wait,
anyone
hold
around?
on. Hold on, let me check it out. I pull out the rangefinder. I try to scope in on the front of the store.
Ooh, good idea. Good idea. You'll hear me just continue on talking. I'm like, guys, just the fact that I've gone this long without checking my Twitter is amazing. As you like zoom in,
Shut up, Bob.
you zoom in with the golf rangefinder. It says it's about 100 yards away from the. You're in like the one end of the mall, the section with the hunting gear, and you zoom in. You maybe get on a table or something to look out, and you can see there's blood pooling around the counter area. There's nobody in sight at the counter where Darren had said he was going to be, but there's blood pooling like on the counter. It's like a puddle of blood and splatter.
Yo, Andrew, somebody's dead over there.
Is there any machines?
Not that you
Let
see.
me-
Not that you
We
see.
keep looking around. I don't know.
Let's go and investigate.
Yeah, and just as you all congregate, the other members of the group are also congregating. The teenagers, the older couples, they're coming and congregating too. And there's like a group wide gasp, and you see there's Dasha. She's holding a baseball bat, and it's all blood covered, and she's like sitting there on the ground sobbing. Darren is on the floor. His body is right like off to the side of the counter. It looks as though his head has been hit, and there's blood everywhere. Old man Jenkins is also on the floor, and you see a pool of blood underneath his body.
What happened?
Dasha, what the fuck happened?
She's like hyperventilating. She's like, I don't know. He started getting rude. I told him to stop and just treat she doesn't say old man Jenkins, just Tom with respect, and he said, you want to see the respect? And he took out his gun and he shot him. I did all I could. I grabbed what was behind the counter and just... Is he okay?
Is his gun on the floor? Where's his gun?
His gun is on the floor right next to him.
I'm gonna pick it up.
I
Put it
check
in my
his
pocket.
I check his pulse.
I got nothing. You guys are doing everything. I
Alright,
look
so-
around. I'm like,
Andrew grabs the gun. Stefano checks his pulse. CJ looks around.
I take the
Sorry,
bat.
I check
I
old
take,
man Jenkins' pulse.
I
Oh,
take
okay.
the bat. I take the bat from Dasha, and then
She's
I
like-
guess I'll check. If you're checking Jenkins, I'll check the other guy. What's
She's
his
like,
name?
she's like reluctant to let it go, but like she doesn't realize that she's even like holding it, and she's like, "Oh, sorry." And you grab
Hand
the
her
bat
a
from
golf club. This is better.
Is the guy alive? I'm gonna feel if the big guy's alive.
Yeah, I'm checking the big guy if he's alive.
Right.
Andrew
he
grabs a
alive?
gun. CJ, you check his pulse. You don't sense that he's alive.
I'm really bad at taking people's pulses, but I think he's. I don't think he's gonna make it.
What about
CJ
Tom?
Tom, he's clinging to life. He's been shot. He's been shot. There's a bullet hole right in his stomach.
Yo, I know first aid. I pull out one of the first aid kits.
He needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah,
All
I'm not
right.
doing that.
I'd go in there. I start saying
You're CPR certified.
very quietly to myself. I'm like, staying alive.
First, I was afraid. I was petrified.
Damn it! Somebody hit Bob with a golf club.
All right,
I'm
so if
gonna
you
give-
want
You're
to,
not helping.
I'm gonna
Alright.
give Dasha the machete.
I give him.
she doesn't want
I
it.
don't
She's like,
even-
no,
She's
Oh,
holding.
okay.
No.
She's now got a machete and a golf club in her hands.
I'm gonna give the
Everyone's
machete.
just handing her weapons.
Gonna give the last machete to the teenager that looks the most like me.
okay.
Wait, you're not giving it to CJ?
I thought you already had one.
I have
No.
I thought you
have
had
a
3
lacrosse
total.
stick.
There were 3 machetes.
Oh, okay. I'll give it to CJ.
I'll I don't know. I've got a baseball bat in one hand. I've got a lacrosse stick in another hand. I've got
Give it to
a
the
machete
kids.
and
Give it to the
Alright.
kids. I
give
dropped
it-
all my
give
other
it-
weapons. I'm passing out golf clubs.
got a hockey
Yeah, I-
stick strapped
Well,
to my
actually,
back.
right now I'm trying to wrap up Old Man Jenkins.
Yeah, these
Freaking-
teenagers are brutal. I give it to teenagers.
So there
I
are
take
2
all the-
teenagers. We'll
I
say
use
they're
those little alcohol pads that are in little squares, and I
Come
do want. I just. Oh
stupid.
crap! There's only one left.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna give me a logic check here. You're going to give me it with 2 positive dice, one for the check, one because you have a first aid kit, and this is to stabilize him. See if you can hold him off till you get to a hospital or something like that,
Okay.
where they have the best technology in the world to help him.
Lots of machines.
Lots of machines to keep him alive.
Here we go. Thank
Call-
God, that's 2 passes.
I was gonna say call it out, but I just switched over. 2 passes? Okay. Yeah, you feel like you're able to put enough pressure on the wound, stabilize him. You're not using alcohol pads here, but you're basically putting as much gauze and bandage and wrapping his torso. And Dasha says, "Is he going to survive?"
Not for long, but for now. We gotta find someone who's better trained than I am. But in the meantime, this guy's alive. Thank you, Miss Hunt.
R.A.D.
All of this work is paid off.
It's all paid off. Dasha looks so distraught. She says, I can't take the weapons, CJ, but thank you. I can't.
I can't believe you killed a man, Dasha.
I didn't mean to.
How did it feel?
How did it feel? It feels awful, Andrew.
Can
I'm
we?
gonna back away a step from her.
Dasha, it's okay. Are you CPR trained? Are you CPR first aid trained?
I think so.
All right. Why don't you take one of these first aid kits? We got 3.
Oh, wait, hold on. The first step of CPR is somebody call 911.
Stop
Somebody-
yelling, CJ. I don't. These things might have ears.
All right, so the 2 teenagers. We'll say they're from the 1980s and they are punk. So they've got like super
One's got
spiky hair and it's all dyed. We'll say
And
it's
they obviously have skateboards.
yes, they're 2 boys with skateboards and they've got the punk haircuts. They got the baggy jeans, chains, and stuff like that. And they're good. We need names for them. What are their names?
Iggy.
And
And-
Pop.
Yeah.
Jace.
Jace is such an
Jace.
edgy, yeah. Jace
Brett.
is such an edgy name. So Iggy and Jace will take the whatever you give them,
Like I hand them golf clubs.
golf clubs, yeah, whatever.
And padding. These guys seem like they could do some damage.
Jace is like, my dad plays golf, and never thought I'd ever hold a golf club, but whatever.
You want
Oh
a
my
hockey
God.
stick?
Yeah, take the hockey stick.
The other one takes the hockey stick. He's like, yeah, I got the hockey stick. You want this, don't you, bro? And he like punches him and runs away.
God damn it. We lost Jace.
No, that was Iggy. That was Iggy.
God damn it. We lost Iggy.
No, he'll come right back. They're just joshing each other.
All
right.
Messing with you.
Can we
Guys,
just-
I'm
let's
glad
go
you can
now,
find
guys.
humor in this real life and death situation.
I want to check out my car.
Your
See if my car's malfunctioning.
My God.
My
Andrew
automobile.
Andrew can't pronounce his R's either. He's like Marlene.
My car.
Marlene is beside herself right now. She was there next to Dasha, and she is
Been witnessing their second murder she's witnessed today.
yeah. Actually, she looks so terrified. She was like in between the beef jerky and the big league chew, and she's just like huddled there, like like basically curled up.
Don't
Oh, so-
worry. Don't worry, Marlene. CJ's back.
CJ,
Oh,
There
he's
you go.
jerky.
Point
Yeah.
at him.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a bunch of jerky. I love jerky.
CJ, do you go over to Marlene to comfort her?
Yeah, I go over to Marlene and I comfort her.
She's like shaking.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna find you a new dad real soon.
I
Dasha's-
quickly
We're
wait. I
gonna
quick.
get you
I quickly
out of the
check the
mall.
register.
for money.
It's been emptied, and Darren's pockets have about $1,000 worth of cash in them.
I take it.
Money.
You take the money?
Yeah.
Interesting. Marlene is like shivering, CJ. She looks like so beside herself. She's just like wide-eyed. She's actually just like kind of mute. She doesn't want to speak.
Pat her on the head. There. It's okay. My empathy is a 1. There, little girl.
She's just shivering, and she'll just walk with like this blank stare. She's seen horrifying things today.
You'll be
You want some?
okay.
Can I give her some jerky?
She
Cheer
will not
her
eat
up.
beef jerky. Kids don't eat anything but chicken nuggets and potato chips.
French
so-
fries.
Yeah.
My kids eat jerky.
I start
I look for-
outfitting outfitting
at the-
everyone.
I look at the candy aisle because usually there's like more than just beef jerky. I say, if there's anything you want, you can just have. I'll get you any of the candy you want. Here, look. Here's a Kinder Egg. You can have this Kinder Egg. Make yourself a little toy to play
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, she seems
right.
pretty out of it though.
While they're taking care of the kid, I start handing out these large improvised weapons to the whole group. I asked them if they found anything to protect themselves with, defensively. If they have anything,
Yeah,
they have
no,
anything for my friends.
you've outfitted them with everything you could find. Yeah, everybody has some
Uh,
sort of gear, some sort of weapon, things like that.
All right, let's go back to the
Does
stairs.
do any of you guys think that you could make use of this last first aid kit?
You can give it to one of the you give it to one of the adults or something like that.
All right, I hand the other first aid kit to the other adult.
Okay. All right, so you exit out of the Dick's Sporting Goods. What's the plan?
We're gonna go down the stairs and get to my car.
All right, so
I
you
don't
want to take
I think your car might be unusable.
Not my
I
car,
mean-
man. My car's gonna be good.
Yeah.
What do you have? A Model T Ford that
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
crank
right.
up?
Mine's manual, so it'll be good.
You got a
Stick shift.
Okay.
1950 Buick.
Well,
I
what are
think
we?
we, I think
What
we
are we
gotta
gonna
just
do? If
we
the
gotta
car
go to
is-
Harriman on foot.
We're gonna walk there.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna get into a vehicle that will run me off a cliff.
Well, let's just go and see what the cars look like. See if they're like doing stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if we can go to the back of the Dicks and see if we could see outside.
Oh, that's a great idea.
guys. We need to find Joey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
he's
perhaps
yeah,
he's
maybe he might be outside, Bob.
Yeah.
he might be in Andrew's car.
Hey, who's gonna help? Who's gonna help Tom?
No one. We're gonna leave him here. We'll send help.
Yeah, just,
Okay.
Perhaps one of these. I go like you, Dave. You want to help? I talk to one of the couples. You want to stay here with Tom?
Say it again.
Does one of the couples want to stay with him?
We could do that. Yeah, you can convince some of the people to stay there. But what's the benefit of staying?
Well, we just need someone to carry him. Probably. I don't think he can walk.
If you stay, you'll probably be a lot safer than us going out there. That's the benefit of being in here. Is you
So-
won't be out there with the machines with us.
So how about this? The group will suggest when you get to the exit, find. We'll wait by the stairwell. Call up, or the echo will carry. Let us know when
Yeah.
it's safe. Somebody
Yeah,
comes
let's-
back and lets
Let's
us know when
carry
it's
him
safe.
into the stairwell
That's what we'll do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
leave him there. We'll leave him in the stairwell.
All right. So we'll say for purposes of gameplay here, you four. That would include me. Dasha,
Gotcha. And
Marlene,
Jace.
Jace.
Jace, and Iggy are going to go with you.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
rest of the group, the remaining 4 or 5 people, are going to wait here at in the stairwell with Old Man Jenkins.
Cool.
Got it.
Okay.
And so we're all properly outfitted.
Yeah, everybody's got
You
like
said there were-
catcher's masks and hockey gear and lacrosse pads.
Good. That's like a level of resistance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Well, do we want to check outside and see what's
yeah.
going on with the cars?
Can you look? Is there a window in the back of Dick's?
There's not.
I didn't think there was. There's no windows anywhere in that mall.
No, there aren't. There
I
are
see the lacrosse
skylights.
projector. I see the lacrosse projector. I'm like, ooh, this looks interesting.
Come on, bro.
The cross.
No, it exploded.
So, you
Don't
head down
be
the
a
steps.
pussy.
You head down the steps, and you go to the second floor, right? So you're on the floor of the Best Buy.
I think we want to go all
Actually,
the way down to the first floor.
It looks
You
like
can
Dick's
get
has
out on the Best
two
Buy.
levels, doesn't it? Yeah,
It
Yeah.
is.
yeah. And you head down to the bottom floor, which is going to be next to the Best Buy.
Yeah.
I guess in between the Best Buy and some other things. But look, the Victoria's Secret is right there. Look at that. So you get out by the
She
Victoria's
can keep a
Secret.
secret.
I hear she's an old guy in Ohio. That's what I've heard.
Oh, that's the secret?
That's what I've heard. That's what I've
Nice.
heard.
I
So
guess
you-
it's not a secret anymore.
You exit out the stairwell, and the first floor looks vastly different than the floors you've been on. Most of the floors you've been on have honestly been cleared. Like, you haven't seen too many people. It's been the few people surviving in the movie theater, or the people that were in the cafeteria when you walk past the center area. But here, there is gore and blood all over the floor. There is bodies piled up, papers strewn about, junk, debris, bits of shrapnel and like from other explosions, perhaps cell phones, things like that. And you
This
hear.
doesn't-
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say them. Doesn't look great on this floor.
No, and yeah, you can sense that this was probably where the massacre started, where there was a big congregation and no warning.
And where are we on the map?
You're right next to the Victoria's Secret.
Okay. So are we gonna go out by Cheesecake? That's where we're parked, right?
That's where we came in, right?
Yeah.
We better go out by Cheesecake. I get lost in this mall. Let's go carefully.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
All right. I guess I kind of want to just peek out the stairwell, see if there's anything flying around.
No items or anything like that. No +1 longsword.
No, like drones
Come on.
buzzing or
Mm.
mechanical dogs.
It's like 200 yards to Cheesecake, guys. Let's just go. Come on.
Hey, man, I think we should move slowly and
Yeah, but let's go.
scope these things out. Yeah, all right, let's go. All right.
Dasha says, yeah, this was where Joey and I walked by. Just beyond the Cheesecake Factory is where that robotics show is going on.
They're probably all dispersed now. Let's go.
You're right. And remember, the dog was up on the 4th floor, so maybe it's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't think that's how these things work, Dasha, but you keep hoping.
You head out into the hallway, and you feel like almost naked, right? As you feel like you're being watched and exposed as you walk through the litter of bodies on the floor. And you can see the stores all look like they're destroyed. Bodies hanging out the windows. It looks like doors have been broken open, glass shattered. And you're walking along, and you can see, approaching you, a group of people. 5 individuals. They seem to be strolling rather confidently towards you in the dimly lit hallway.
They look like people or like robots.
People. 4 of them have guns drawn. You could see the pistols shining in the light of the safety light. The other one, who's in the middle, is a bit shorter than the rest. He also is not wearing the same clothes. You can't tell from the distance, but he looks like he's wearing some sort of robes and something on his head. Can't tell exactly what it is from this distance.
Burning.
Crap. Are these the religious zealots?
Has he
Might
got
be
like a
the religious
burning head?
zealots.
Like fire on his head?
As you and they approach and get closer towards the center, near kind of like where the Victoria's Secret is, the front entrance, the light reveals A short man, salt and pepper hair. He's wearing robes all bloodied and a crown of thorns on his head.
Oh God.
And he says,
"Wait,
and he says, well, looks like we found another group. As Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, strolls towards you. He's got 4 police officers armed with pistols backing him up as he's
thank
dressed
God.
in his Jesus memorabilia.
Is that you, Captain Blackadder? I'm gonna shout at him.
Johnny English, I prefer.
Ah, you're British. I'm British too. We
Oh.
have that in common.
Oh, someone who speaks the Queen's tongue.
What are you doing here?
He says, well, that's something we'll have to find out next week
Oh,
on Tabletop.
no, we just found some police officers. This is going really well.
It is. Yeah.
great, yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's going
Bean.
great.
I think we're all gonna survive.
You just found Mr. Bean in Jesus clothes. Listen,
Didn't even."
filming the parody of Passion of the Christ has got to be hard. All right,
I mean,
it's got to take a
Taking
toll.
its toll. Take a toll.
Well, this is clearly not in the book.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Well,
You know,
everybody,
Rowan Atkinson is like a legendary. If I remember right, he's like really reclusive and kind of unfriendly.
he
he's
is.
also quite
Well, I don't
old,
know.
isn't he?
What's
I
that?
believe I may be slandering him, but that's what I've heard.
I don't know. Obviously, he's
He's-
going to be a fictionalized version of who the real Rowan Atkinson is, but
Rowan Atkinson, if you're watching now, I don't know anything about it.
yeah. Well,
He is 68 years old. Just
He's 68.
an FYI.
mhm.
Uh,
And he's playing Jesus in his new role. I don't know if you heard.
yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Bob,
Right.
I just want to say I am having a blast being in an apocalyptic situation with my pals.
I really. Yeah.
This is
It's
great.
just the next steps aren't clear to me. Like, we're gonna go and sit in Harriman State Park and be cold.
I don't know.
I don't
no
know.
food, no shelter.
Do you
nothing.
think there are next steps? I mean, this is the end of the world.
I think the next step is we run into Joey.
See if Rowan Atkinson has seen Joey.
And then we're about to hit the exit, and then Joey starts like screaming like a banshee and sauntering into the.
I have a feeling
The
that
dog.
next week will be our finale of this. I have a feeling
You have a feeling.
next week will be the finale, but no guarantees. You'll have to tune in next week, everybody. I'm having a blast. I'm glad you are too. Thank you for watching in the chat. This has been a real fun one to put on the channel. Yeah, look, chat's been pretty active tonight. A lot of good reviews here. So happy to showcase this, and maybe even more to come on the channel. Who knows? 1 or 2 episodes at least.
I would say
Yeah,
this is
a good game. I think it'd be great in person as well.
Yeah.
this is a great system.
Yeah, it's
Great.
it's all about the story, right? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Shame this book went out of print, but we have it, so we're good.
Well, it is still available on Drive-Thru RPG.
That's true.
Well,
And
you can pretty much just make it up yourself.
True.
True. All right. We'll see you all next week here on Tuesday for the finale of, well, maybe. Who knows? Part 3, Part 4, who knows? We'll see what we get to of The End of the World.
The end of the world.
The end.
Yeah, we're gonna be at season 25, living in a
Where-
Walmart.
Joey's long dead and you just
It's
stuffed
like
his
the next
body.
generation. Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a great night.
I
Bye,
hope Joey
everyone.
shows up for the finale.